Gamers, welcome! In this video, I'm going to talk about a game called Miasma Chronicles, which is a turn-based tactical game that focuses on exploration and stealth mechanics. First, let's talk about the graphics. I think actually it looks pretty nice, it really does. There is some areas that I think they look a little bit saturated, but for the most part, I actually like how it looks. The same with the character design, I think they look pretty cool. The same with the enemy. Now, there are some enemies that look pretty basic, like a guy with a shotgun, and that's okay, because they have a lot of creative monsters, and I actually enjoy it. Now, what about the sound? When it comes to the sound, I actually think the sound effects they sound pretty cool. The same with the voice acting, I think they do such a good job. I really enjoy the music of the game. There is some bugs that I find when you try to load the screen, like if you try to go to like different zone, uh, there is like a weird sound. But for the most part, it actually sounds pretty good. Let's talk about the story. So you play as Elvis, and Elvis is looking for his mother because she's the only one who knows how to stop this thing called the miasma. What is the miasma? So this thing that has destroyed the world. And I would say about the story is it's a little interesting, although the writing is kind of boring. Let me explain a little bit. So the concept of the main story is good, but the interaction of the characters, the way that they write these characters, some of them I just not like it. But the concept of the main story, I think, is actually pretty good. Now let's talk about the combat because there is a lot to talk. So if you see this game, you actually can explore. Now, in a lot of tactic games, you can't really explore like this, right? You go in the battlefield, you stop fighting, and that's it. In this one, you not just explore, you actually can go stealth and sneak between the enemies. And this is my favorite part of the game because you actually can go and stealth mode, like snipe all this guy without trigger the battle scene. So I really enjoy this. Now you should explore because this allows you to find weapons, items, and the enemy, and you actually can separate yourself. So you can actually can ambush or take more space in the map if you want to clean the map out first. So probably my favorite part of the game is just sneaky, finding stuff, and then just with some characters, just snipe them and eliminate them. You actually can separate them from the team. You can throw like a bottle or do like a noise, and they actually separate for the team. So I think I really enjoy this mechanic. Now, let's talk about the turn-based aspect. So it's a tactical game. What about that? I think it's pretty solid. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually pretty solid. And it's pretty classic, right? 2 points. So if you move, you take 1 point. If you can move forward, it's 2 point. If you do ability, so one action, all the stuff. If you attack, it's the end of the turn of that character. So pretty basic. Now you have some stuff like it's called miasma power. Pretty much this is a spell. You need to have energy to do this. They come in different variations. They're actually pretty cool. Another thing that you have is a rage meter. You fill up by eliminating targets, and when you full the board, your next attack has 100% critical effect chance. I'm sorry. So your next attack when your rage meter is full is a 100% critical success. So and you can do that not in the battle. So you can do that if you try to sneaky, just doing headshots before going into the main battle. Actually, you can do that too. So I think that's actually pretty cool because it allows you to pick and choose what you really want. And if there is a big target, like an enemy that has a lot of health, it's pretty easy to take it out if you have your rage meter before you go to combat. Because you don't really want to go bananas because there's a lot of enemies in a lot of these maps. These maps are not small. They're not your typical tactical maps. You know what I mean? So this game it will take you a few minutes to find out, but fun. Now let's talk about the RPG system because there is few of them. So every character can have up to two weapons. Now these weapons you can modify a little bit. There's two options for modification. So they're pretty basic, nothing crazy, but it helps you, right? Now, one thing that I don't like is like you already have few types of weapon. You have a sniper, rifle, shotgun, and assault rifle, I think. So there's like four of them, and that's it. And I don't think that is a lot, right? Because there's no other variation, and it gets stale pretty fast. Now I get it. You got modifications, but those modifications now not enough. And the only thing that you have is power cores. These are modifications for your character. Now it's not a skill tree. No, it just it gives you ammo, or you can actually run further. It helps. It's pretty basic, but now your miasma power can be enchanted. So they got two ships, and you can give your miasma power different modification. So pretty basic stuff. Now every character has a skill tree. Now it's quite limited. It really is quite limited, right? You don't have a lot of options. There's no character that plays in a specific way. Yes, they have their own abilities, so that's cool. But let's say Dix, right? That is the robot. He's supposed to be the tank, but for me, he doesn't feel like a tank. He die fast. They play similar, and I wish they have played a little bit more different. Now, there's not a lot of characters. I wish they have a little bit more like skill, right? Now I understand it's not full RPG, but still, it's quite a limit, and you're going to get stale pretty fast. And if you're gonna play the game for second time, I don't think there is a lot of choice to make different type of videos. So that's one of my critiques about the game. Now you have like customization that you can have when skins, but those skins they don't do nothing, they're just cosmetic, and you find them in the world, so that's fine. Now, what about side content? You actually have side missions like side quests, and they're actually pretty fun. You do different stuff and actually pretty enjoy it. And now, one thing that you should know about the side quest is if you progress the story, like um if you go further in the story, you may lose it. You may lose some side quests, and that's what happens to me. So I don't know if the game tells me, I don't remember, but yeah, I missed some side quests because of that. So be careful. So try to do side quests as much as you fast as you can, so you don't lose those extra bonuses, weapons, or whatever. So now, how hard is the game? I don't think it's that hard. I played the game on normal, and the only thing that gave me problem was the final boss, and that's it. It really was, a little tough, but that's it. So the game is quite simple, pretty easy. So now, what about if I recommend it? I do enjoy this type of games just because I really like the team building. I don't think this is a must play. I don't think so. I think if you like the stealth mechanics and the exploration, I think I think you should enjoy it. But I don't think this is going to change your mind become when become about the tactic games, right? Because I don't think it does. When it comes to a tactical game, I don't think it does something amazing. I think just a solid M3, and if you like the exploration, well, you may enjoy it. Now, tips. What? So I think you should explore when every zone. I think you should explore. I think you should find other weapons because that will help you. So you are in the map, separate for your team, have different characters exploring different areas, so you know where is the enemy, and you're gonna find weapons, other stuff. So that's really key. Use your stealth mechanics, sneak, do those headshot, eliminate the targets. That's gonna be really helpful because if you are let one enemy, everyone's going to get you, right? And there's a lot of them. So that will be another thing that I recommend is this more end game, but you should buy weapons. Those like follow weapons, like 4 or 5 weapons, those like the legendary that you can buy in the store, and that will help you absolutely. Another thing is just enjoy the game, really. Take your pace, take your time, not worry about it, enjoy the game. It can be a fun game, it really is. Now, another thing that actually I recommend is buy bottles. So I talk about buy the weapons, but buy bottles so you can destroy the enemy. It's really important. Do your side quests just because, like I say, you might lose it. Use your rage meter before in the combat. I think it's more important sometimes to do it outside the combat so you can eliminate those big targets. But you can use it in the combat if you have activated. But use it outside the combat if you had someone like Jay that is a sniper. I think it's more useful. So here you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. This is my first time. I just trying to learn, you know, the English, all that stuff. So hopefully I got better, with this. So, like I say, thank you for watching. Hopefully see you again. Thank you. Peace. Take care. God bless you all.